Greetings, collective. Welcome back to my channel. I pray all is well with you and your loved ones. As you can see, I do have the scripture out today. We'll read this morning, as I'm guided, Isaiah 5. Now let me sing to my well-beloved Allah a song, my beloved, regarding his vineyard. My well-beloved has a vineyard. On a very fruitful hill, he dug it up and cleared out its stones and planted it with the choicest vine. He built a tower in its midst and also made a winepress in it, so he expected it to bring forth good grapes. But it brought forth wild grapes. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge please between me and my vineyard. What more could have been done to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Why then, when I expected it to bring forth good grapes, did it bring forth wild grapes? And now please let me tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away its hedges, and it shall be burned, and break down its wall, and it shall be trampled down. I will lay it waste. It shall not be pruned or dug, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain on it. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah are his pleasant plant. He looked for justice, but behold oppression. For righteousness, but behold a cry for help. Woe to those who join house to house. They add field to field, till there is no place where they may dwell alone in the midst of the land. In my hearing, the Lord of hosts said, truly, many houses shall be desolate, great and beautiful ones without inhabitant, for 10 acres of vineyard shall yield 1 bath, and a home of seed shall yield 1 ephah. Woe to those who rise early in the morning, that they may follow intoxicating drink, who continue until night, till wine inflames them. The harp and the strings, the timbrel or tambourine and flute, and wine are in their feast. But they do not regard the work of the Lord, nor consider the operations of his hands. Therefore my people have gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge. The honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore Sheol has enlarged itself and opened its mouth beyond measure. They glory in their multitude and their pomp, and he who is jubilant shall descend into it. People shall be brought down, each man shall be humbled. And the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled, but the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and God who is holy shall be hallowed in righteousness. Then the lambs shall feed in their pasture, and in the waste places of the fat ones strangers shall eat. Woe to those who draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as if it were a cart rope, that say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it. And let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw near and come, that we may know it. Woe to those woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe to those who are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe to the mighty men at drinking wine. Woe to men valiant for mixing intoxicating drink, who justify the wicked for a bribe and take away justice from the righteous man. Therefore, as the fire devours the stubble and the flame consumes the chaff, so their root will be as rottenness, and their blossom will ascend like dust, because they have rejected the law of the Lord of hosts and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Therefore the anger of the Lord is aroused against his people. He has stretched out his hand against them and stricken them, and the hills trembled. Their carcasses were a refuse in the midst of the streets. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. He will lift up a banner to the nations from afar, and will whistle to them from the end of the earth. Surely they shall come with speed swiftly. No one will be weary or stumble among them. No one will slumber or sleep, nor will the belt of their loins be loosed, nor the strap of their sandals be broken. Whose arrows are sharp, and all their bows bent. Their horses' hoofs will seem like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. Their roaring will be like a loin a lion, and they will roar like young lions. Yes, they will roar and lay hold of the prey. They will carry it away safely, and no one will deliver. In that day they will roar against them like the roaring of the sea. And if one looks to the land, behold, darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkened by the clouds. This was the passage I was led to read today. No particular rhyme or reason. Felt the need to share it to the collective. This is not a channel that pushes religion, but I do believe in a higher power, as you have already probably learned from watching my videos. And I tend to refer to God as source, or the Most High, the Holy Spirit as the Ruach HaKodesh. The word of the Lord is mighty. It is powerful, even as powerful as the roaring seas. And when you align with it, you find strength from it. And this is the faith that I have, and this is the faith of the collective for those who believe in a higher power. And those who carry their lanterns burning for righteousness, for truth. And I have to say that there are many mockers that are out there because they see what we do on this channel, on the platform, the sons and daughters of light who effort to show a different way, because religion has become a laughing stock. Many have lost hope because of the institutionalized system of God or religion, and it has become a marketplace for many, meaning it's to produce a profit for those in higher rankings in the official seats. Now, of course, my intent is never to offend. I simply come on here to bring forth the guided messages as I receive them, collective. Remember, I am only the messenger, but I understand that even the messenger is at risk for danger and harm because of the words that are coming out. Though they be not my own words, yet my heart is in alignment with them because they're truth. Therefore, yes, they are my words. There's a higher power, however, that influences my doings, okay? This is not to say I give over my power to anyone. However, I do yield to the Holy Spirit, okay? As many others may yield to the spirit of darkness and become entangled with works of the dark, I yield to the spirit of truth and wisdom. And so, there you have it. Wanted to share the bread with the collective today. This is what sustains me off camera. All you hear is my faith, the faith in my voice when I bring forth messages. And yes, I do use tarot cards as a means to help to bring messages to the collective, because everyone does not read the Bible. Everyone don't have the faith in a higher being, a higher power. And so it is to reach every soul who is willing to hear, who's willing to receive, and who's willing to be encouraged, because it appears that there's a battle that is ensuing, or there's some type of warfare that is going on where there are challenges for those who are bringing forth the messages. And so whether it be that word is to encourage you, my love, or the collective, or those who are trying to come against the sons and daughters of light, to let you know that there is a high authority in which we yield to that does have our back. And what you do with that information is totally up to you. Okay? I understand when the word is spoken, it tends to cause the darkness to rise and rail even more for some reason. I don't try to understand the madness of things. I simply observe, and I allow the Holy Spirit to do the working, whatever the working is that needs to be done. I trust. And so today's message is to give faith, add faith to those who have been challenged spiritually, those who do not believe in a higher power, perhaps to help shift your focus on a higher being that is able to assist you in your challenges through the storm, through the dark night of the soul. Psalms 91:11, He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. You might want to read that Psalms if you are being faced with a lot of turbulent situations or challenges. Psalms 97:11, light is shed upon the righteous and joy on the upright in heart. And Psalms 7:17, I will sing praise to the name of the Most High. Okay. Today is Sunday. I know a lot of people do attend the church houses on Sunday, and so I don't know why the scripture came to mind today. I don't go to church anymore. I have pulled back from going to church years ago. My family and I, we've been congregating at home for over 12 plus years. Okay, so we're not in or under the umbrella of any religious sect per se, but Christianity has been my background, and I do and have learned a lot about other faiths that adhere to the Torah strictly, okay, believing in the Son as well, Yehoshua HaMashiach. So you get a glimpse of my faith when I'm on this platform. You don't see the totality of my life. And so I'm just sharing a little bit more of my life and my truth. Okay? Maybe you needed to know more. Maybe someone is questioning, trying to understand how is it that she uses these instruments and yet she has a faith she believes, or does she really believe? It's okay to question. But again, every man has their own path to walk. And so it's for you to walk your path, whatever path you've been given to walk, okay? There's a slew of people that inhabit the earth. And there's many forms and many ways or vehicles in which the Divine One, Source, God, speaks to mankind, okay? Even by way of creation, God is always speaking through the water, the trees, the earth, the rocks, the animals. There's always something that will remind you that there is a greater I am, okay? And you're able to align yourself with this truth, or you can reject it. Nothing is forced. Everything is simply laid out, and it is for you to use your own discernment and trust your heart and do what you feel, do what you know is best for you in every situation, okay? And see how it plays out for you, okay? So the end result is always going to be an indicator of your faith and how you align yourself. If it falls to the wayside, then you know perhaps whatever you had built on, or whatever you have trusted in, perhaps it was faulty. And if it did last, if it did stand the test of time, then perhaps you built on solid foundation, okay? Again, I'm not here to tell you how to live. I'm simply here showing you another way of existing, okay? All right. Where you can be more powerful, where you can find greater level of peace and joy within. All right, what is the message? The Wheel of Fortune. Heads up, you might hear some noise in the background, okay? The family is here, so. The Wheel of Fortune, okay? Now, I noticed this does have Torah on it, T-A-R, O, right? If you look at it, I did mention the Torah, but it's like a different spelling. It does have the Hebrew letters as well. Yod, I know a little bit of the Hebrew characters, and so I may be connected to some folks who are of Hebrew Israelite descent or faith or belief. Shalom. How are you? Mishpika, that's family. So shalom, Mishpika. How are you? I send you love. Okay, so there's a lot of learning that someone is doing, okay, probably trying to understand or gain truth, okay, or someone has gained a lot of truth from their learning or from their studies or from the life lessons that they have had to overcome or have gone through, okay. The Wheel of Fortune is upright, so by default, this is telling me that someone has been successful or someone is still in a cycle that they are traversing, okay? Notice the wheel. The wheel is circular in motion. Well, yes, circular in nature. I wanted to say circular in motion. So it's a cycle. And so there is no beginning. There is no end. It just is, okay? And that goes back to source, God, Yahweh, some say. The great I am, the most high. So there is no beginning and there is no end to source, okay, the divine one. Source exists, God exists in all things. And perhaps this is a recognition of that or an acknowledgement of the infinite being or creator that is present in all situations, in all things, in all states, in all forms. Okay. The sword with this, I don't know if that's a sphinx. That sword is the sword of truth. It can also be a battle sword, just so you know. And so when the word of truth comes out, it is to cut asunder soul and marrow. It is to divide every falsehood, every lie, every untold secret that has caused man to stumble or that has led individuals astray. It is to set you back on your right path, your rightful path, or your rightful place, okay, in the earth, okay, or your rightful place in connection with divine source. All right. So it's to separate you also from the falsehood so that you can realign with the truth. Okay. If that is a connection that you've been bound to, that has been toxic or a stronghold, that sword of truth is a battle tool or an instrument of war at times to deliver individuals from the captivity of the mind that has been darkened, the mind or the soul that has been defeated and that has experienced multiple deaths. Okay, multiple deaths doesn't mean the physical, it can, but more so the spiritual sense of things where your ability to create things, your ability to move out of a state of stagnation is gone. This sword comes forth, the word comes forth to bring light in a space that is darkened, to help you to see what is around you, to help you to see how your actions have caused you to align yourself in situations that are unhealthy or how other people's actions have influenced your circumstances and your outcomes. What you do once the truth is revealed is totally up to you. Nothing is forced, nothing is pushed. It's simply presented. The snake here, that can represent a sense of healing. Even, cycles, snakes, they go through that change. Also, when you put the head to the tail, right, that is a circular energy as well, okay? That is something that it's unending. It's a never-ending cycle or never-ending pattern for many. Okay, now the snake is unraveled, so it could be someone that is learning to move through this wheel. Okay, without attachments. Okay, so it would be a sense of healing in that sense, right? Moving through life without attachment helps you to learn the lessons you need to learn and not get stuck, okay? Not get trapped in any one situation, okay? Of course, the devil energy is also shown here. And those could be those influences that are darker. Those could be strongholds. Those could be situations that are intended to bind you or cause you to be enslaved to something. So if there's someone that's an alcoholic or uses substances, you know, there could be addictive tendencies there where it's hard for them to function without these substances. Okay, so there's dependency here. All right, the dependency could be in the form of a relationship. Okay, it could be in form of whatever you put above yourself, whatever you elevate above your truth, where you worship, you idolize, you give your power over to. Okay, it weakens you, it takes your strength, it zaps your life force, and that also inhibits your ability to grow and move forward. Okay, now people who do have substance use or just dependent on other things, or place a greater level of respect and power into situations, or like things like money, you know, they will give you the appearance of success because people know how to put on that mask. It's the ego, right? So they will present in a way and project this successful. Wow, I did not know the Ace of Swords was at the bottom of the deck with everything I just said. That's the confirmation. And so the cards help to just confirm the messages collective, okay? It's simple. So the mask that they wear is to project everything, like everything is fine, everything is okay, when everything is not okay. Someone can look as put together as much as they can be put together, and inside their heart is blackened, or their soul is dying. Okay, their soul could be crying out for help. All right, and they don't know how to get the help that they need. Okay, because their voice, their spirit has been subdued by these entities or energies that they have given themselves over to. So the word of truth comes in to help to sever those cords, sever those ties, to sharpen the hearing, to awaken the spirit, to revitalize the body, the mind, and the soul, to set the captives free from those dungeons, those self-made prisons. Okay. Wow, very preachy today, guys. I can't apologize. The message is the message. I'm only the messenger. So Knight of Swords kind of slid out, okay? So, excuse me. Knight of Cups slid out. All right, so the first thing I'm getting, there's going to be an overpour of emotions, right? Emotions that have been held back, right? And that's probably, okay, yeah, emotions that have been held back, where maybe someone was pursuing you, someone was targeting you, someone was really coming at you, coming against you. You know, it's okay to cry, right? Just because you cry doesn't mean that you're not strong. On a personal note, I find it more difficult for me to cry personally. It has to take a lot. Like, it takes a lot for me to cry nowadays. And that may not be a good thing. I don't know, because I'm so used to standing in my strength. I'm so used to being the victor. I'm so used to being the one who overcomes. Like, my faith just carries me to a place where if I allow myself to get so saddened or downcast, I feel that it disrupts my energy. And so sometimes I find the need just to, yes, push through, but I know crying is very healing. It's releasing the pressures, okay? And it's also connected to the heart space, because you're identifying within yourself and you're validating your emotions, like, okay, this is how I'm feeling right now. It doesn't feel good. And it's a sense of healing when you release those tears, okay? So we will all get to a place one day where perhaps there will be no more tears or any need for crying, because everything is okay. life is good. And even when the bumps and the turbulence occurs, you understand that it's all temporary. Like everything is temporary. You go through the challenges and you come back out. The sun shines again, and then it rains, and then again the cycle, right? There's always the sowing of things, and then the reaping or the harvest, and the winter and the summer, right? The fall. So the times are always changing. Again, the circular. So something about a circle, the circular movement. Wow. The circular motion, this is Eight of Wands, it speaks about actions or movement. The circular movement of time, this is moving forward. So someone is moving forward. Someone is expressing how they feel about maybe what life has brought them through or the things they have experienced in life. And they are owning their emotions. They're not worried about what other people think about them. They allow themselves to be vulnerable and share their heart and blubber, have that cry where the snot and everything is. You just, that ugly cry, as some term it. I've had a few of those in my days, okay? And at the end of those cries, you do feel a bit exhausting because it does take a lot, but it's a release at the same time, all right? And the beautiful thing about when you cry out, that's a signal to the universe that you need help, that you have done the best that you can in the situation, and now you need intervening. You need someone to come on in. You need the Holy Spirit. You need your angels. You need the elders, the ancestors to come on in and assist, okay? Because you're at that place where you need to rest. You need to recover. You've held that staff long enough, and you need someone to come and stand next to you and hold that staff with you. It reminds me of the story of Moses and the children of Israel in I believe it was in the desert, where a foreign nation was coming against them, and in order to have victory, Moses had to stand and hold the staff up, right? And every time the staff went down, it seems like the tides would change, and then the foreigners would have victory. So it's a sense of, your faith is the staff, and you believing in success and victory, and someone coming to stand next to you to hold that staff with you, like Joshua did, is to add their faith with yours. So no man is an island, yet we do have to walk this walk individually. It helps when you have like-minded, like-spirited, like-hearted individuals who can assist you on your path when you are feeling weak. That's what this channel is for, if you can see it as such. All positive cards coming out at this time. This is the culmination of something that you've been working towards. 10 of Pentacles, right? Like you've built something, you've accomplished something, you've come to the end of something. There is success. This is long-term success at that. This is longevity or even legacy, some may say. Inheritance for some, okay? So this is years and years and years of doing something where you've built up a strong foundation where you can enjoy this now within the, I want to say, constraints of your community, your family, those that you have welcomed into this space, right? Because everybody's not welcomed to sit at your table and dine with you. This is for those that you invite. This is for those who recognize who you are and who honors your truth as you express yourself, as you allow your vulnerability to be shown. You allow those who will honor your truth to be a part of your dynasty, to be a part of your future, your success. This may have taken some time for you to see or realize. Hangman on the bottom of the deck. Number 10 does speak about completion. Again, there's always a beginning. There's an ending as far as when you're starting a cycle, right? If you look at the numbers 1 through 9, right? Starting really at 0. So 0 is the Fool in tarot, right? So starting a new journey, a new path, someone who is taking their faith, whatever little or much that you have, and you go on a path, you go on a journey, and you may have had to let many things go, right? Like it's a sense of letting go anything that will keep you confined to a locale, to a mindset, to a situation or a relationship, freeing yourself to move out of that constraint and starting your path. So from 0 to 9, getting to 9, it's a sense of you have learned valuable lessons, you have persevered. If you got into 9, congratulations, right? And so the 10 is, okay, you are ready to start a new cycle, right? 10 goes back to 1, okay, essentially. So you have started a new cycle, okay? It's not necessarily going back to the very beginning. It's just, okay, this is another cycle. This is another opportunity for you to experience certain lessons in life. And it's all intended to help you grow beyond the place from which you have already attained, okay? It's a graduation. It's an ascension for some. What is this about? My God, look at the cards that are coming out collective. This is the Strength card. There's the infinity symbol, right? The never-ending energy, right? The flow of this force that is always in creation, that is with everyone's reach, where you can tap into that. This is above the person's crown, okay? So it's above, but really and truly it is within, okay? That you connect to this inner strength, this personal power. Leo energy, this is a sense of overcoming your fears, overcoming difficulties, overcoming your challenges, persevering through whatever was brought into your path, being successful in that endeavor, and coming out confident. If you were lacking self-esteem, lacking confidence, you've learned how to be courageous. You have learned how to even encourage yourself, okay? You are now more optimistic because you realize, wow, that was some shit that I got out of. But you know that you can get out of things, right? Like you know that you have the power within to traverse difficult situations and to come out smelling like roses, or to come out successful, to come out more powerful. That's what this energy is, okay? So someone is realizing that they can do all things through the one that strengthens them, okay? It's a sense of being hopeful, but not just having hope just in the air. It's where you put your faith to work, right? Because we understand, as scripture says, faith without works is dead. So whatever you're believing for, then there must be the action, the follow through, the backing of your faith to equate or conclude the matter, right? Where the outcome is what you have imagined or envisioned, okay? So it's also a sense of manifestation for some, perhaps. So someone could have been manifesting, creating, okay? Now, when you hear that word manifesting, don't get caught up on, okay, this person is a witch, this person is a magician, blah, 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 blah. It's you're creating your future. And what is wrong with that? This message is for individuals who have a desire to change their world in a very beautiful and magnificent way, where you don't just accept the status quo. Like, no, I refuse to believe that this is all that life has for me and my household. I refuse to accept the status quo. I know that there is more. I know that there is better, and I'm going after it, and I will get it. I will have what I desire. All right. This is a sense of having strong convictions, strong values, and knowing your worth and putting the actions behind your words, okay? Ooh, the moon. Right. This can be strong emotions. Again, this is where how I was just talking. Strong emotions. This also could have been fears, right? Fear is an emotion. So the moon can represent fear, okay? It could represent something that you believe also, right? So strong beliefs, strong emotions, okay? Strong fears for some, okay? And this could be things that are hidden, all right? This could be things in the subconscious, right? So there could have been strong patterns in someone's psyche, or even in your belief system, things that you have been birthed into, right? That's been passed down through your ancestors, where these are just the truths that you have known or come accustomed to, and so changing that is a very challenging thing for you, because you may have strong customs. I could be speaking to a foreigner or a stranger, but we are all foreigners, we're all strangers, you know, we are all passing through the earth, okay? Um, and so, greetings, friend, okay? I send you love on your journey here. Um, the moon will clarify. The moon with the strength. Someone could have been very fearful. Just they've had to overcome a lot of deep-seated fears or beliefs that did not serve them well. You know, there's the understanding that many males have been taught that men are not supposed to cry. That's one. That's something that may cause a great hindrance for many masculines here who believe that, and so they are unable to tap into their sensitive side and be vulnerable to express the nature of their heart or their truth, okay? Because they feel like they have to be a certain way to be respected or to show their strength or to have authority and power. That's a lie, okay? Granted, however, if you are always crying, okay, there's a difference, okay? So it's someone on one strength who is refusing to have emotions, and the other is someone who is emotionally imbalanced, okay? So in all things, it has to be equal. It has to be centered. Okay, you have to root yourself, ground yourself. If you find that you're overly sensitive, or if you find that you lack sensitivity, so it's healing the masculine and the feminine energy within you. In order to be able to express yourself in the situations where you need to express yourself. It also has a lot to do with trust and confidence. You know, the confidence and the trust that you have in a relationship or in a situation that will enable you or allow you to be yourself, to be free. And so your heart will be able to be the compass for you to let you know if this is the person, place, or thing that I can be more vulnerable with or not. Okay, but if the heart is closed off, then that gauge, that barometer, is not going to be able to guide you any which way. I have a great Pyrenees, and that's who she's talking to. Okay. Oh my God, look at the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. And there is a beautiful offering. There's a beautiful expression of love that is coming out to the collective. I don't know what the means of it, how it's going to show up, but Ace of Cups, that is like the apple of your eye. Like someone may think you are the apple of their eye. This is a gift. This is something that will add to you emotionally. Now, notice I was just talking about emotional expression, okay, or expressing your vulnerability, right? And this is a sense of joy, right? This is a sense of feeling maybe a bit overwhelmed, but in a good way. Like, oh my God, you know, this, you can look at it as tears, but it's water, right? Water, again, is cleansing the tears, a sense of cleansing. So you can cry tears of joy when you receive this. It'll make you so happy, whatever this is. And perhaps this is perhaps what you have created within yourself, where you are now embodying the Ace of Cups. Like people see you and you are the gift. Like when you come into people's lives, you add so much love and so much joy, and they see the value of who you are, okay? This is a general message. I notice I'm not getting any specifics, and so take it how it resonates, guys. Let's see how we're going to end this message. 10 of Wands, the sense of completion. All right, so laying down the burden. So someone has been very busy doing a lot, and they've come to the end of their ropes or the end of some cycle. perhaps where they were doing a lot on their own, taking on a lot of maybe other people's responsibilities. Okay, this could be at work, this could be in your own family situation, but it's a sense of laying all of those burdens down, or even laying down those things that no longer serve you, whatever those things are, whether it's a belief system, whether it's a way of existing that no longer serves you, whether it's an attitude, a mindset. Let's just start the slate clean here, okay? 1010, right? That is a sync that the universe may be sending to you. That's one way that the universe could be speaking to you, to let you know that this is what's happening in your life, to get you to really think and reflect on certain things. So it's a sense of when I see the duplication, I tend to see that you're coming into alignment with something that maybe you're manifesting, okay? So as you're wrapping something up, someone else could be wrapping something up. As you're completing a cycle, another person may be completing a cycle. As you're starting out something new, someone else could be starting out something new that you may be in alignment with. And so it's also, I see it as the universe is also backing you. Like if you put in 5 hours in this, the universe is going to meet your 5. If you put in just 1, the universe is going to meet you with 1. So it's a partnership is what I see. 1010, if you look at those numbers and bring them back down to the 1, you have 1 and 1, and you bring those together in numerology, that's 2. That is speaking about partnership, balance, harmony of some sort, okay? But there's been a lot of heaviness that someone has been dealing with, okay, to maybe create this, right? Something about your family, your fortune, your destiny. You could be destined for greatness, right? With the strength and the wheel of fortune here. Oh my God. Oh, wow, there's 2. Is there 2? Yo. The cards that are coming out are so beautiful, guys. The Lovers with the King of Cups. So there's a partnership here that is a match for you. It's a beautiful connection. And I can see why someone would have a lot of fear in expressing this, right? If they see you as the apple of their eye, or the ace, okay? The one that is chosen above all, right? Say there's 10 cups and there's one that is the best for them, and you are that one. I can see the fear in that, because oh my God, what if, right? The what if is just the mind creating a slew of possibilities. However, you are able to focus that what if by changing the dialogue to something positive, like a positive outcome. What if this is my person? What if this is for me? What if this is the most beautiful experience that I'll ever have in my life? What if this all works out for the best? Like, if you can change your thoughts to think positive about that outcome, more than likely you will gain or have a positive outcome. Caveat to that, just remember, it's okay when things don't work out, in a sense, okay? This is not to add doubt or fear. It's a sense that you know that you are complete within yourself. You know that you've already healed all of those dependent tendencies. And so you can put something out there into the universe and you release it, okay? And you just trust that it will come back to you exactly how it needs to. There's no attachment, okay, to the outcome. But this is beautiful for whoever this is for. This also could be someone has come into alignment within themselves. This could be masculine that has learned how to balance their feminine and masculine energy. And this has taken a great level of strength for them, overcoming their fears and releasing certain burdens, okay, or mindsets or what have you, okay. Okay, I'm trying to see how this is going to end, because, again, this is very general, very vague, and where are we going with this? So I see that someone is in alignment. Okay, Divine Source, what else do we need to know? Eight of Pentacles. Someone is very dedicated. Someone has put in the work. Someone has a focus. Someone could have strong earth placements, earth and water. So, you know the signs, right? I don't need to get into the signs. Someone could be watching you. Someone may be trying to learn how to step into this emperor position, power. Now, if this is a boss, this could be a boss or someone in authority that has been researching you, looking you up, trying to understand you a little better. A divine masculine. Someone wants to come towards you very quickly to offer something. But this is showing me that you've done a lot of healing. You've closed out some cycles here with the 10-10 at the end, far right. What do we... It didn't come up, but I wanted to see it. 5 of Cups. Someone has been very sad. I don't know if this is you or your person. Two of Swords. So something has been keeping someone from moving forward. And that's been creating a sense of sadness or regret. Or someone is regretting the fact that they did not move forward earlier or sooner. It's a sense of delay. Page of Swords. Someone may have been in a situation where they were unable to move forward, and that's also causing a sense of maybe regrets or sadness. 2 of Swords. What does this mean? Okay. So it's a sense of someone was in this energy. I don't know why they were in a 5 of Cups. And they were not seeing what was presenting. They were not seeing what was coming towards them. They had the blindfolders on. If you can see that this has blindfolds on. Hold on. They were not seeing something because they were focused on the things that they lost, the things that they had to let go, and not feeling happy about that. Okay, so that's the 5 of Cups to the 2 of Swords. They may have been in a indecisive space. Now, if we want to look at it as an external party, this could have been someone that was attempting to interfere. King of Wands, interfere with something that you were trying to do. You've already... Okay, so this could have been another energy that was interfering because you closed out the cycle already with them, okay? Could have been someone you were in a family situation with, not necessarily. Okay, I guess I'll leave this where it fell. This is a Knight of Pentacles, so... Someone has been waiting for a long time for something to end, okay? Waiting. Oh my God. There's the Empress. Okay. Someone has been waiting for quite a while for things to turn, for the tides to turn, for something to shift. They've been putting a lot of work, a lot of effort into closing out some cycles, right? And it could be that the past energy, maybe a past person was causing a lot of challenges, difficulties for someone. It could be a feminine energy. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. 2 of Cups. Yeah, someone was trying to block this. Someone was trying to block your union, your reunion, or whatever it is that you've been truly trying to come in alignment with. Someone was trying to block it. Can you see the Two of Cups? There we go. Notice the cups that are coming out. We have the Knight of Cups, the first cup, suit, Ace of Cups, right? An offer. Five of Cups. There was something that was causing this blockage. Two of Cups. Finally coming together, seeing eye to eye, sharing something. Let's see. Yeah, there was someone that was resisting this. Someone. Now, if this was the masculine that's was resisting this, they've gained clarity. Knight of Swords, okay? This is definitely like a divine union, a divine partnership with the Emperor that we saw already, and the Empress here at the bottom of the deck. What else do we need to know? Because the house is starting to get a little noisy. I don't want to have them on camera so much in the video. But again, it's a part of my life, guys. So, Four of Cups, okay. Again, notice the Three Cups, okay? So we have the Three Cups that spilled, and there's the two. This is interesting. Let's look at this. The Three Cups that spilled, right? Three Cups, right? So someone was still very focused on the Three Cups. Whatever the Three Cups represents, it's just the situation that perhaps you're still dwelling on, okay? Or maybe you're like, you're okay with it. You're not at your best in the situation, but okay, you're familiar with the situation, so okay, you can deal with it, right? You can do better. However, you're not in the place to even want to do better. You're like, okay, mediocre. Like, what is it? Mediocre? I think that's it. So here's a sense of losing out on the very thing you had that was mediocre anyway. Like, it wasn't that fulfilling. It was something you were given to, but it wasn't that fulfilling, but it was okay, right? You could do better, you know that. And the Two of Cups behind you, there's the Two of Cups that's coming behind you. So the cards here are sinking, all right, for someone, okay? You had something, you lost something, okay? You lost the very thing you had, but you weren't that happy anyway, right? You were content, kind of, sort of, not really. But then here is the true match, the true heart-to-heart connection that's coming in. Again, I said the cups were coming out, and there they are. Okay. And the cups are coming out, and there they are, right? 10 of Cups, all the cups, right? Your entire, your world is just blooming, it's blossoming, it's, you know, it's a greater level of joy. Whereas before the Four of Cups, if you compare, notice this person is so disinterested in what is before them and what is coming. Whereas this person, this individual, let's say if it's a male or a female, you have a partner with you and there's extensions to you, arms wide open. There's a more willingness to receive and accept things into your life, right? Because you're so happy, you draw in more happiness, okay? Whereas here, it's like this is all that you have, and things that the universe is trying to bring to you, you're not even wanting to pay attention to it. So you're very focused on work, maybe doing work or accomplishing some type of goal, a task, or you've had to learn basically and understand what is it that you needed to do. Because notice this person has arms, their arm is closed, this person is in movement and has something extended, right? Whereas the universe was extending something before that they rejected perhaps and was very focused on other things. Now this cycle is where this person is on a literal horse traveling movement here with something that they are carrying and extending it here, okay, into this. To the purpose of this extension, this offer, is to build something lasting. FYI, the Two of Swords again could be decisions or some type of indecisiveness, or it was a hard or tough choice to release something. Five of Cups, okay, in order to get this Two of Cups. So you have to lose in order to gain. So if you had some things that were unfulfilling, you can continue to hold on to those things, whatever they are. They may not have a lot of value or importance in your life, and you can stay there. Four of Cups, you can stay with those energies, or you can suffer the loss. Five of Cups, you can make the decision to let go, to lose these things, which this may have been a very tough decision to release something. Ten of Wands, because you put a lot of time and energy into them, granted, right? But it's important for you to know what your value systems are, what you cherish the most, in order to come into alignment with the very thing that will meet you where you're at, okay? Again, Knight of Pentacles is a sense of commitment, or someone who's dedicated, someone who is going to put the work in, and it's not fast. They understand that it's going to take time. So someone is willing to put some time in growing something into this Ten of Pentacles, okay? And you could even read this as someone is very protective, like they're refusing to let something interfere with their Ten of Cups also. So this could be a protective energy for some. Okay, the message is a lot clearer now. Before I wasn't quite sure, but I'm understanding it better. Hopefully you are as well. Okay, bottom of the deck energy is the Pentacles again, Seven of Pentacles. So we see the progression, right? Lessons, seeds that someone is sowing, the work that they're putting in, and it's like being very focused and very dedicated to close out certain cycles, to accomplish your goals, to get to the Ten of Pentacles. We have 3 tens out here: 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. 10, 10, 10. And definitely think you're seeing. Okay. All right. Wow. Tower on the split. What's going on with the Tower? Okay, you may not see something coming with the Tower on the split. The sudden change, that's the universe that's assisting whoever with this. The universe is assisting someone, or you coming together or coming into alignment is going to create some type of tower for someone else, okay? There's the match, wow, to the King of Cups. This is the counterpart. This person perhaps has already made up their mind. They've already made their decision with the Judgment and the Queen of Cups. They've already made up their mind, right? This is a person who's done their own introspection. They found the answers that they needed to find. They definitely know what they want. They know what they want, okay? This feminine energy. It could be the person that's the masculine that's embodying the feminine energy, and the feminine or female embodying the King of Cups. Take it how it resonates, guys. You know the role you play in your situation. So while the other person has been learning, you've also been learning, but more so on a spiritual level here with the High Priestess and the Hierophant and Judgment, like solo work. Two of Wands energy, movement, right? A lot of wands coming out, okay? It could be that you going within has assisted your person in shifting their perspective. I don't know how that works, but if you guys had aligned or connected some way, shape, or form already, when you are ascending, right? When you're learning some things, esoteric, right? I'm getting, when you're understanding a deeper level of the spiritual walk, it's a sense of, by way of energetic connection, somehow perhaps this person is, their intuition is also being heightened, okay, which helps them to see how to, okay, so you're providing them with some guidance. I don't know how. You're providing them with some guidance. The light, that's a sense of direction or guidance, right? Illuminating something. The staff, you know, you're going to go on a travel. You need your staff. I talked about the staff with Moses and Joshua and holding up the staff. And, you know, one person had to add their faith with the other. And so perhaps you were adding your faith with this person so that they would see you in a different light, perhaps. I don't know. Or in a better light. Or that they would see the direction they need to go on. But someone could be following your light. Someone could be trusting their intuition and following the light that you're shining. I was about to say if you're on a platform. I didn't want to say it though because I didn't see the star yet. My God. So, okay. So if you're on a platform, this person could be seeing you. All right. Shining your light. All right. So it's a sense of you are the lighthouse, right? Your light is helping this person balance out some things, right? It's helping them prioritize what is important to them. This is the Hierophant. This is someone that may have been stuck in something, in a situation that they've been having a hard time getting out of. Okay, this could be also the past energy, perhaps, that has been praying for something, a different outcome. I'm not quite sure, but your guiding light is leading this person to make the choice, right? They're choosing. You have been chosen. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. You have been chosen. This is the Star. This is someone sees your value. They see your importance. Ace of Cups again with the Star. Options, choices. Okay, so someone was confused, right? So if this person was confused, your light is helping them to see clear. Wow, fudge. I said fudge. Your light, the light that you're shining, your intuition, you're helping this person balance their energy, making the right choice, and to move in a direction that is for their highest good. Okay? Judgment, Seven of Cups, and the Sword. This is the right choice is what I'm getting here. This is the right choice. This is the best choice, best selection. Okay. And then the Chariot. I don't want to even go any further because this is already a beautiful message. The Chariot on the split. Okay. I'm going to stop there. Hold on. Can you see? I hope you can see. I hope you can see these. The Ace of Pentacles with the Chariot. That's the last two cards for this message. Okay. I hope you can see everything clearly. I want to slide them down so everything is in the frame while we close this out, so you can reflect on this message. Okay, so there's something that's coming in that is going to be able to move something forward in a beautiful way. Someone has gained some clarity about perhaps who you are, who they are. And definitely you have to know who you are first of all before you try to come into any connection. So someone has learned some lessons and has gone through their own evolution, let's put it like that, their changes, their transformation. And they are at a place where now they can present something or present themselves, or something is being presented to you where it will help you move things along beautifully. Okay, take it how it resonates, collective. That's the message. If more comes out, I will make another video for you, but I send you love. Okay, bye for now.